Hello and welcome everyone and welcome to yet another motivational bath. Today I'm here again with a soap of motivation. And this motivational bath is definitely going to really hit you hard. So why are you saying this? I'm saying this because I have often heard students saying that, sir, our financial condition is not good enough. We won't be able to afford for coachings, so we can't do any professional examination. Quite often, I have heard words like, I'm quitting this attempt, I'm not giving this attempt. Why? Because I have not been able to take proper coachings. Very often I've heard that, sir, our financial situations is not good enough. I cannot afford to study any further. Answer to all these dilemmas which we all have in life, answer to all these situations, the difficult situations which we face in our life owing to financial problems, family related problems, personal problems, or any other problems, the answer is only one: your grit, your perseverance, your ability, your willpower to succeed against all odds will make you an achiever. And today I am going to introduce you to an achiever, to a person who fought against all odds. And today he's standing tall with AIR3 with almost nil coachings. Yes, he did not take coaching for maximum subjects of CMA final. He just took coaching for two subjects, and still, guys, he secured an all India rank 3. From now onwards, you have no right, you have by no means you have any chance to say that, so our financial situation is not good enough, so we won't be able to afford coachings, so hence we are not giving our attempt. You just don't stand a chance to say this, because after hearing to this interview, after meeting this super wonderful guy, you'll really feel that anything is possible, everything is possible if you are well determined, if you are very well gritty, if you are, हिंदी में बोलूंगा, जिद्दी. अगर जिद तगड़ी है, अगर आप जिद्दी हैं, तो कुछ भी मुमकिन है. Impossible also says I am possible. बस बनना क्या है, थोड़ा सा जिद्दी. तो आ जाओ, आज आप सबको मिलवाता हूं एक जिद्दी से.
Hello
Welcome,
everyone.
welcome, Neel. AIR
Hello.
all in rank 3 in CMA final. And I'm sorry, I misspelled you. It is CMA Neel. How does it
Thank you.
feel? All in rank 3.
Nice. I don't have to study anymore for exams.
This was a
Finally, no
beautiful
more.
answer.
Finally, no more.
Finally, no
Like
more
I can
studies. Studies over.
learn, only learning, no more studying.
करेक्ट. सो छुटकारा मिला, सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट. चलो पढ़ाई नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. सुपर
Yes.
नील. सो डेफिनेटली यू आर एन इंस्पिरेशन. क्यों इंस्पिरेशन हो? इसलिए इंस्पिरेशन हो क्योंकि मिनिमल कोचिंग लेके AIR3 तक पहुंचना, जो कि लोगों को लगेगा इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट या इम्पॉसिबल है, दैट टास्क यू हैव बीन एबल टू सक्सेसफुली अचीव. So today we want to hear your story of no coachings or very minimal coachings up to getting AIR3. What is your story, Neil?
So let's start with how I took CMA. First of all, so we did not have much awareness about CMA. We were one day just studying in our college in BCom. So like my college was near the Ahmedabad chapter. So there envoys came and gave us awareness about the course. Okay. So I look at my friend and like, do you want to join? And then we joined. So it was just out of the blue. I got like 86% in foundation. I placed like number one in Ahmedabad. For intermediate, I gave both group differently without coaching. And in group two, I scored highest mark in India.
Wow.
Yes. Okay.
So you got a rank in
Then
intermediate as well?
no, I gave both groups differently. But for if you score the highest marks, no, you get the prize. So I scored highest in group two and OPM, like
Okay.
paper nine.
Okay. Okay. And then?
And then I did my articleship in IOC, Indian Oil Corporation. I'm really thankful for to them too. They made this. They made me into an amazing professional. They like guided me on various topics, how to do work practically, and how to behave well, how to present yourself in a professional manner. Then I give my finals board group together, and I cleared it, and I owe it all to my mother. She was my biggest support, and I owe my every degree and everything to her.
ब्रिलियंट ब्रिलियंट अमेजिंग नील. सो नील एक चीज बताओ, तुमने
Hmm?
2 सब्जेक्ट की कोचिंग ली, बाकी
Uh,
6 सब्जेक्ट तुमने सेल्फ प्रिपेयर करे, कभी
yes.
भी डर नहीं लगा? Were you never afraid that all the students are taking coachings and I have not taken coaching, whether I'll be able to qualify or not? कभी डर नहीं लगा?
Actually, no, because I already did it intermediate. Two reason I took was because for DT, no, I was unable to understand the interplay between sections and the procedural sections like amendment, no, sorry, appeals, revision. I was unable to understand them. So my major reason for taking it was to understand how the practical aspect works. So I took
Correct.
it from you, of course, who works has worked in the industry, so I can get the knowledge how it works in a practical area because I have never even filed even a single ITR. And for law,
Correct.
I took it in November. My law coaching, I took it in November for revisions because I was
Correct.
scared of law. Law and DT I consider to be hardest subjects because they can give it at 39
Correct.
because
Correct.
they are extremely voluminous. You have to remember a lot of things.
Correct. So when you were dealing with other subjects, did you refer to the institute study mat or did you refer to something else, anything else?
Okay, so actually I refer to everything that there was because I never wanted to give this exam again. I wanted to clear it
Ah,
in one shot. So I
ah,
studied in institute study material. Also, the thing was not to learn to give exam, but to give practical in life. Okay, so the knowledge is everywhere. So I founded
correct.
study mat also and also various other books which gave me even more in-depth knowledge along with
Correct.
study mat is obviously basic. You cannot go further without it, but you should not stop there. Even like if you like prepare 120 percentage, even if the paper is 10 out of 10, you can still crack it. So always over prepare.
Perfect. Perfect. So how many revisions did you do before your examination?
Okay, see, so first of all, no, am I supposed to say all
Say what?
how many reasons I did before exam?
Yes.
No, you just so okay. Uh, so first of all, I did a three revisions before my exam, excluding the exam
Okay.
day. And the most important thing every student should do is prepare something that they can refer on the exam day itself. Because if you are going giving like 8 subjects in 8 days, no, that is whole another level of challenge. Because revising that thing like for DT and IDT, I only step 3 hours on that day
Hmm.
and still able to only cover half percent of the syllabus. And what helped me was the multiple revisions I did. Because, for example, the
Correct.
question, one of the questions asked in DT was about the advanced tax interest, late 234 C and B. I did not study them on
Correct.
exam day, but I studied them 10 days before exam. But that revision helped me get those marks. So always do multiple revisions, make a reference for you on exam day. I also prepared a list of mistakes, silly mistakes I might make on exam day, because like 10 of your marks in each subjects go there. So I try to avoid my
Hmm.
best.
Okay. That is amazing. That is a good tip. And what about theoretical subjects? How did you remember theoretical subjects?
See, about laws, I honestly don't like law as a subject. In inter law, it was quite logical, but final law, it's
Uh,
kind of data oriented. Then, like SFM theory is quite logical, SCM theory is logical. DT theory, if you watch appeals, you understand that, but days you do not remember. So I was fully prepared to leave
Correct.
those marks because no one is going to
Correct.
remember 10 days, 20 days, 30 days. Just left that.
Correct.
Then about CFR, it is kind of logical. So you can remember that GST also same with DT story. Cost audit is actually pretty much practical. So if you understand
Right.
it practically, you can never forget it for your life. Like everything there is for logic. If you understand its logic perfectly, then you will never forget it. And like valuation was my favorite subject, so it was never hard for
Hmm.
me.
Amazing, amazing, Neil. So, Neil, any three tips, if finally I ask you, the three tips that will be very, very useful for students to secure an All India rank in CMA final. And yes, you have done it. You have secured an All India rank in CMA finals. Any three tips which you think should be important, apart from, of course, studying. Studying is an important part, but what is mindset a change which we need to make?
Okay, see, first of all, I think getting a rank is easier than passing. Because for rank, you just need to focus on aggregate. But that 39,
Ah,
no, you fail even rankers. And every ranker is
right,
afraid of that 39. No ranker,
right,
like no one was sure about clearing because the CFR and law paper were kind of tricky and tough and long. So even if you prepare well, that 39 can still fail you. So what I would say is
correct,
avoid that 40 at all cost. Okay, prepare that you will at least get 40 marks. I would say at least 50 because 10 you will give up in silly mistakes and everything. So at least prepare that you will get 50 marks before giving an exam. Also, in theory, no, you should highlight the important words. So you will
correct,
get like one or two more marks. Also, the thing is if you are being in both groups, before filing the examination form, your preparation should be complete. Because in that 4 months, you will need minimum three revisions. If you have not
correct,
completed both groups preparation before filing the exam form, do not do it. And the thing is, unless you want a rank, kindly avoid both groups. Because 8 days, 8 paper, you need a different level of mental fortitude. And it is like that's whole difference to like I can not even put into words because the stress of that
correct,
thing is it takes like a week to recover after exams. After
correct,
exams, your brain is like because you are sleep deprived. 8 days, 8 paper.
correct,
Just compare like DT syllabus, IDT syllabus. It's so humongous. And for last day, you need to revise. Even if you
correct,
prepare for like 10 years on exam day, you need to revise. So if you are going to give both groups now, please have that mental strength and the ability to live with less sleep.
correct, correct.
Also,
Brilliantly.
please prepare a reference for exam day. The thing you can reference on exam day because on exam day you
Correct,
cannot reference everything.
correct,
Okay,
correct.
sir, I would like to
So this
like
is
take any questions from the
yes,
live. If anyone wants to ask
yes,
questions from the live chat.
yes. Please, please, live chat students who are watching this live. Please, if you have any questions, let me also see the chat. If you have any questions to ask from Neil, you can ask now. Now is the time when you can ask an All India rank three. You can ask the horse himself. How did he run in the race? So, guys, please ask any questions. And I think everyone is so awestruck that they are just saying, "We are proud of you, Neil Bhai. Congratulations, champ. Congratulations, brother. Congrats. It is not an easy play to attain AIR3 without coaching is not child's play." I mean, they are awestruck. And trust me, Neil, even I am awestruck. Till now, even I am awestruck. And it gives me immense pleasure and pride to say that, yes, I am your teacher for direct taxation. It gives me immense pride. Even I am awestruck. Okay, one question came. It says, summary
Yes,
कैसे बनाएं? How did you summarize? Summary कैसे बनाया?
summary in sense of
कोई भी सब्जेक्ट है उसका यू सेड कि मेक सम रेफरेंसर हाउ डिड यू मेक दैट रेफरेंसर रेडी रेकनर टाइप्स
for example in PGP there are some complex adjustments. Okay, like
हाँ
see one of those expenses like if you pay in cash it's disallowed. Also sometimes
हाँ
bearer check is equal to cash. So write those things down
हाँ
so you won't make those mistakes in exam. Also, one question asked in
ओके
our exam was that see usually any provisions made are disallowed. Okay, but if you see according to ICDS 10, if it is made, it is allowed, and that was asked in our exams.
हाँ
So So if you make
Okay.
notice of such little points on itself, okay, on the most important thing that they might switch to asking for the alternate regimes. Okay, so kindly remember the things that are not allowed as deduction in those things, because that is a 16 mark sum in DT, and DT it's very hard
Hmm.
to even get an exemption in DT, let alone
Correct.
score well. So these subjects I consider as an instant death, because these subjects can outright fail you on basis of voting.
Right.
Like, see the
Right.
SPMBV cost rate, very low chance comparatively to get below 40. But in these subjects, even
Correct.
with preparation, you still need that kind of luck factor, hard work factor. You need
Correct.
everything to correct this thing.
Correct.
Okay. Anything else?
So one more question coming. How did you prepare one day before the examination? Those 1.5 days or one day. What was your strategy during those
Well,
days?
okay, see, the thing is, I had prepared a whole plan, and as soon as the exam started, that plan went out of window because it was not practical anymore. So the thing is, you need to adapt. Okay. See, the thing is, my first board papers went awful. You can see from my marks, they were not actually great.
Hmm.
As like
Huh.
when I gave it, it was not looking great. So what I did
Correct.
was I made adjustments. I knew that key questions कहीं से आ रहे, कहाँ से आ रहे. So I made those adjustments, and you can see it in the third paper, paper 14.
Huh.
So you need to
It
be
increased.
adaptability. You need to adaptable even mid exams.
Correct.
Even mid exams,
Correct.
like what happened with paper 10. Like when I was going to give my
Huh.
GST, every one from Inter who gave paper 10 came out crying. So I knew something was wrong. So even for those students, no, if they had adapted and did something in GST, no, they would have, see, they would have cleared in aggregate at least. Some people failed due to aggregate. So those data you
Correct.
get in one paper, no, just think if something is little bit off, you need to analyze why it is off. Just cause, see, there is a like census that after you give this exam, no, don't look at the paper. I did not do that. I look at
Hmm.
the paper. I
Hmm.
found that like some,
Hmm.
because in our law paper it was asked what is the limit for RTGS. Now that was
Hmm.
never in law's book. Okay, so
Correct.
you need to make on the fly adjustments. Also, the thing I did was multiple revisions helped me. Okay, so even if I was unable to
Correct.
cover 100% of syllabus, like I spoke in that sum, that revisions helped me there. Okay. Also, I made the referencer so that I can revise on the exam day itself. I made that
Correct.
for CFR, SFM, DT. I did not make it for IDT because IDT is quite long, and I made it for SPMBV. Like SPMBV, I made it in 2 pages for that economic sum. I don't remember what it was. Here's the minimization of cost sum. That I wrote everything, the steps I should follow in sum. I just went it, just read it and give the exam because it was the essence that I wrote in those 2 pages, and it was enough to clear it. So just make referencer, and it should be personalized for you. You cannot leave on
Correct.
someone else's
Correct.
referencer.
Correct.
Anyone else?
One last question, Neil. One last question which we want to ask you, and it is a very, very interesting question coming from the live chat. Can you hear us, Neil?
Yes,
Am I audible to you? Yes.
yes,
One
you are
last
audible.
question which is coming from the chat is, how did you clear your doubts without coaching? So in the subjects which you did not take coaching for, if you had so cost audit, if you had any doubt in cost audit, how did you clear it?
See, the thing is, unlike 5 years ago, like when I joined as a foundation student, our community is quite strong right now. So students to students, we cleared each other's doubt. Like in cost audit, I would say, I was confused about that cement consumption point in the reconciliation sum. That what does it mean? So I
Hmm.
asked some of them, like I asked in a group of like many people, but one of them gave me answer,
Hmm.
and I thank him really for that. So this was one of the way I clear my doubts. Also, the thing is, I work in a really great place. In SFM, if I had doubt, I would go to my sir, and he would help me out
Brilliant.
when I was in
Brilliant.
partnership.
Brilliant. Brilliant, Neil. Neil, your simplicity, your focus, is the only reason why you are here standing before us with AIR3. And trust me,
Thank you.
it's my pride, it's my privilege that, yes, I can proudly say that you took coaching of DT from me. It is my privilege, it is my pride. And yes, I can proudly say that you are attaining AIR3 without any other coaching. And that is a big, big, big thing, Neil. Neil,
Thank
from
you.
entire YouTube channel and from entire CMA community, we wish you all the best for your career. May you achieve pinnacle of success in the corporate world. Campus placements are now in front of you, which you'll face, and now you'll learn. You'll actually enter a good company. So all the best for your career.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye bye. Bye, Neil.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
So, guys, this was CMA Neil for all of you. I told you, I told you. Today I'm going to change your mindset. Today I'm going to change your mindset of dependency on coachings. The way you say, the way you feel that, without coaching we are nothing. Who will solve our doubts? Who will tell us what to do? Nothing doing, guys. Depending upon your circle, I'm not saying that don't take coachings. Please take coachings, take as much coachings as you want, no harm in it. But the problem is, don't get dependent on them entirely. That if your coaching is not complete, then your exam will go devastated. Or if not, you have not been able to take coaching of one subject, then you will not give your exams. Don't be absolutely dependent on coachings, because coachings are there just to guide you. But the real effort has to be yours. No coaching can clear you unless and until you put in your real efforts. That is the point which we have learned from AIR3 Neel today. And guys, you've seen his simplicity, the way he was expressing himself, his simplicity, his absolute clear focus are the reasons why he is in front of us. And yes, I wish and pray that after June 2023, I find someone of you who's watching this particular video sitting over here with me giving an interview about how to score an AIR in CMA finals. With that positive hope, and yes, promising you that I'll be coming up with more motivational bars in the coming future. All the very best and happy studying. Bye bye.